Hi, I'm Brandon Caples, and I'm here to tell you about three courses that have stood out to me personally throughout my journey here at Alabama State. The first one would be Intro to Communication Method, which was taught by Dr. Emmanuel. That class was a favorite of mine because it was the first one that we did that actually made me take action. And that class taught me the quantitative and qualitative research methods while also teaching me data analysis techniques. In that class, we found an issue about Alabama State, and we took surveys and we passed it out to various people on campus, and we used the data from those surveys to find a solution. And as a class, we wrote a report that actually ended up being published. Another class of mine that stood out would be PR Campaign, which was instructed by Dr. Bird. That class was another one of my favorites because the entire class was just action. It was no sit down and take notes type deal. It was, here's your issue, now solve it. And what that class taught me is how to campaign planning, management, while organizing and promoting either a person, a product, or a service. The issue that me and my group was assigned to was recording technology. The problem was the major recording technology was not widely spread or known. The problem was that it was under communications major. So people that would want to take recording technology would also have to take communication classes such as feature writing and copy editing, just classes that they weren't interested in to be in that major. So our assignment was to figure out how to widely spread that they could be a recording tech major while under communication. And we had to go through the PR plan, which was the first part was research, which we learned from the previous class, an intro to communication methods. And then there was objectives, which we had to have informational, we had to have attitudinal, behavioral, and output objectives. There was programming, which we actually had to find events or make events in different cities and different things we were going to do as a group to help promote this idea. Then there was evaluation, where we had to evaluate how we were going to do all these events and how we were going to promote the record technology so that incoming freshmen would know where to go and how to get it and what it's like, what they're doing, just everything that's involved with it. And then there was the end stewardship to show everything that we did, and it actually came out to be pretty good. I'm pretty sure after this semester, the attendance rose up because people were actually finding out that recording technology is an actual thing. They know where the building is, they know what happens in there, and it was just a good class overall. And lastly, a class that stood out to me was case studies. That class taught me to analyze elements in cases that require strategic thinking in various ways to solve or improve that problem. Now, what I liked about this class, it was also very hands-on as well. What we did was we would get one or two cases and we would film how we would solve those cases. So it was really letting me experience what a PR would do if there was an issue that was put in front of them. Now, with that being said, the professional problem that I chose to do was the retention rate of Alabama State in 2016. Every semester we've noticed that the retention rate has been declining semester by semester because more people are just dropping out, whether it be the rising tuition, whether it be their grades, or maybe just campus life. But for some reason, people were coming, but they were leaving after the first year or so. So what I would do is I would use my quantitative and qualitative methods that I learned from Intro to Communication, and I would make a survey asking if how they like the school, what they don't like about the school, what would they do to improve it, or if they'll even come back next semester or next year or so. And I'll just collect all that data to help me pinpoint anything that could be related to this problem. Now, once I've collected all my data and I've analyzed all the elements in the case, I can start using my strategic thinking to start forming up a PR plan. Now, step one of research would be checked off because we've already did the research and collected all the data. Step two would be objectives. Let's just say, for example, a behavioral objective would be fall of 2017, the retention rate will rise by 10% due to lowering tuition. Next step would be programming, where maybe we could do something like events on the yard. We would play music, give out food, just have a really good time outside. Something that would just make people happy, get out their dorms, maybe have some shows outside, just something that would be interesting for the people that live on campus. Next stage would be evaluation. Like I said, it's pretty much explaining how we're going to do everything. It's like the who, what, when, where, how, basically. Let's say, for example, for this problem, we would have to evaluate how will we get the word out to other people that don't go to the school. Like we gave the surveys to people that go to the school, but also with retention rate, it does have a part with incoming freshmen. So we would need to figure out a way to get the word out to other cities that usually come to Alabama State. And then from there, we'll figure out how can we keep them, basically. And then the next step would be stewardship, where we just put the whole PR plan together, have everything match to everything, and then once we figure out this is a good way to go, we do it. Now, with all the classes I've taken and all the teachers I've been with, these three classes, the Intro to Communication Method, the PR Campaign, and Case Studies, they have made the biggest impact on me because they've been the most hands-on. They've actually taught me things that would actually go into a career with PR. And I hope that I can take what I've learned here and it will help me out in my future. Thank you.